Hello, loyal listeners. I am Liberty Mutual, and you're about to listen to Blades in Paradise. Before we resume our tale in the post-apocalyptic Pacific Northwest, I want you to know our fight is supported by Dragon Master Games. If you want to help us unseat the roiling evil at the heart of our society, consider checking them out to buy some old-world TTRPGs and trading cards. Links to Dragon Master Games, our Patreon, and our Ko-fi are in the show notes. This game is played in John Harper's Blades in the Dark, and our show is part of the Evil Hack Creator Program. It's time to get on with the show and see what trouble ESPN gets into today. I'm Liberty Mutual, and the truth will set you free.
Blades in Paradise is a dystopian story intended for adults. These stories intentionally address challenging topics that might not be suitable for all ears. This campaign includes content warnings for gun violence, child endangerment, animal cruelty, unintentional misgendering of a non-binary person, substance use, and graphic descriptions of injuries, including the eyes. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, and welcome back to Blades in Paradise, where the Blades Daddy doesn't need to try that hard to raise the stakes because the players will just do it for him. I'm Paul, the dark god the players now know in universe as a Father of Blades, aka the Blades Daddy, seeking to torment the people of the campaign world. What does that mean for the later story? I'm sure you'll find out at some point, but for now, it's time for our players to introduce themselves, their characters, pronouns for both, and those fun facts for the week.
Desperate for answers, lost and confused, left my friend's soul in a diner, so I'm chasing after you. Made a rash decision, pursued my enemies, so I'm hanging from a ladder in the air 200 feet now. I'm hanging by a ladder here with you, wondering what the fuck that I am going to do. There's no one left to help me, this is true. Just hanging by a ladder here with you. I'm trapped up in the air with no escape, on a ladder high above a frozen lake. Think, Winston, what would Penny do if he was hanging by a ladder here with you? Hi everyone, my name's Jim, he, him, and I play Dr. Winston Thoreau. Greetings and salutations to all. Fun fact about the good doctor is that he never finished his classes with JCPenney before taking the board exam. And so after he was still able to pass the board exam, but he just never managed to finish all of his classes up. He left before session ended.
Just so you know, you get a bonus die today, which you probably do need for that very excellent song parody.
That was great.
I will most certainly need it. Well, thank you. I'm sorry, Lifehouse.
You're welcome to Lifehouse.
Apologies to Lifehouse. And to Domi. And to the listeners.
Let's talk about the dragon game for a minute. What if we got Lifehouse to run a one-shot into the Death House? Anyway, Max, save us from my terrible joke.
My name's Justin, not Max. I know you get confused between the two of us because we're so interchangeable, but...
And you can both hear my voice, so...
Yeah. So editor note, can we get like a raucous sound of applause and a entire stadium filled with people hooping and hollering after Jim finishes singing? Because I think he deserves it. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to insert the sound of a bunch of people holding up Bic lighters, but we're going to find a way to do it.
We might have to blow the video budget on it. Anyway, I'm Justin. I play Max. And I have no fun fact this week because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do since, as Jim said earlier, Winston is hanging by a thread and Stirling is driving over the edge. And I'm on a giant kaiju duck. So it's going to get interesting. Yes, Mother Ducker. It's going to get interesting.
I do have to insist you make up a fact on the spot, though. The fact that you've restated the recap for me does not replace your fact.
Okay, alright, so fun fact, to reiterate what Blades Daddy said, Blades Daddy doesn't have to try to make me hard. I mean, doesn't have to try hard to make me hard? Anyway.
Hey, he's don't block him, he's almost finished. He hasn't finished yet, but he will finish shortly.
Yay!
I mean, he did just canonize that the Blades Daddies created him, so thank you for that gift to me.
You're welcome.
Riley has finally been kicked off the show for their many crimes, and from now on, the role of Stirling, the bashy smashy scumbag, also they, will be played by Amazing Grace. I thought a lot about what I would want to say about Stirling tonight, and genuinely, the answer is nothing. Fuck that nerd. It's all Grace all the time, losers. So how does someone this cunning and unappreciated get any sleep, you may wonder? I too had an experimental medical procedure done. Surgically reinforced eyelids. I didn't confirm this with Paul because you just never know with Grace.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Nick canonized that
True.
already. In the bonus content that you too can listen to on the Bard Rock Cafe Patreon.
Stirling is one of 3 characters from podcasts across our network that's in the Interstitial Games. What are the Interstitial Games? Mostly suffering, and you can find out how Stirling is suffering by subscribing to us at least $3 a month on patreon.com/bardrockcafe.
If you don't do it, I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to eat your kneecaps.
There's Stirling, and there's Rook, and there's David from Monster Cafe, and there's Pomsy, and there's Katniss Everdeen, and there's lots of other crazy shit.
Future Riley, do me a favor and just isolate that clip of Justin saying he's going to eat your kneecaps so I can send it to my friend Christina.
It's the most slippery substance on the face of the earth, that juice in them.
Everyone also knows that the knee is the most delicious part of the body.
Yes.
Check out Agents of Damned wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Anyway, this week's GM fact, technically revealed last session, the disembodied voice Max speaks to on the regular is one of the Fathers of Blades, eldritch gods operating a reality adjacent to the campaign world. Max is able to hear the Fathers of Blades because of the sheer number of times he was brushed the threshold of death. That's also just proof that I will yes and most anything the players introduce if I can find a fun twist for it, even a random throwaway joke they made in bonus content I wasn't there for. Check out the first Stirling's Game Night if you want more context.
The episode where we plug all the other episodes.
Next time on Monster Cafe!
It's a good network.
Last time, Stirling had a clash of wills with Grace inside the runaway famously fast and furious battle bus, reliving several core memories of their lifetime frenemy ship, with Grace as the poltergeist continued to possess them. Winston learned so many things, that Hines had programmed the Nathan automatons to have a positive disposition towards Hines, the famous family, and Lantern Corps, despite the uncomfortable experiments and torture done to him. The reason they shaved Dejanay's soul was to wipe her memories of the crimes Lantern Corps and the famous family are conducting against humanity, and that Granny Smith and the famous family are trying to summon the aforementioned Fathers of Blades, using the power of a soul contract for an as-of-yet undefined nefarious purpose. Winston eventually leapt onto a rope ladder dangling from a helicopter as Nathan and Hines tried to spear it away from the pit stop, where he and Hines fought on the ladder to try and throw each other off. Meanwhile, Max and Swift Taylor used the Mother Ducker call to summon and ride Mother Ducker in pursuit of the runaway bus, while Mercy, Victor, and Silly Ray Byrus waited with the hot dog car to leave the pit stop at the appointed time to resume the race. I love the sentences I get to write for this show.
That's right, I was there too!
The adventure left off with Max having to decide if he will save Winston from plummeting 200 plus feet from a helicopter to his doom, or save Stirling from being sent to a watery grave inside the bus as it hurtles into a massive frozen lake. All while Max and Winston are unaware that Grace has successfully stolen control of Stirling's body. And that is where we resume our tale.
Wow, all that in an hour. That's impressive.
That was a lot in an hour.
We get shit done. It might take us 10 minutes to do an intro, but we get a lot done in an hour.
Yeah!
You have to take your time with the foreplay. You can't just get right to it. You have to take your time on
You guys, we are speed running the story, and not in a bad way.
We have to have musical interludes and everything.
Speaking of musical interludes, Swift Taylor and Max, what do you do as you see the bus rapidly accelerating towards the lakeshore and Winston precariously dying from a helicopter?
Well, as I am now well lubed up like a young knee through all that recapping, Let's see. I would like to do a flashback. Hey, Winston. Do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
Max, are you referring to the reindeer that we sing about in our Valenweenmas carols?
Yeah. Oh, is that him over there? As I point, and I would like to roll to see if I can steal the vial of blood from his inner coat pocket.
Winston, you're going to roll survey. Max, you're going to roll prowl.
I got a 6 and a 5.
Well, that beats my pair of ones.
Woo! Oh, never mind, good doctor, my friend whom I would never do any intentional harm to ever. Good luck with your driving skills. We're going to need it. And with that, I flash back to the present.
Greg the Valenweenmas reindeer had a very shiny ass. And if you ever...
All right, Max, as you return to present moment, we're going to cut away momentarily as you ponder what to do with that blood you just remembered you have. Winston, on the ladder, famous Nathan has Hines call up to him, "Nathan, help me get away from Winston." And Nathan his head starts visibly gyrating. He goes, yeah, master, yes, master. And then he has this grim expression turned on his face as smoke starts billowing out of his ears. Shit, that's not good!
Do I have an understanding of why that may be happening?
So, I gave this to you last time. Nathan actively hates Hines, so every time he goes to dislike Hines, that's his programming trying to override his disposition. You suspect that smoke might mean the programming broke.
So this is like when you give a robot a problem that creates an internal conflict and their head just explodes.
Exactly. So you get the impression the circuit in Nathan that keeps him from hating Hines just broke. Nathan has this devilish look to his eyes and says, "I'll get rid of Winston, all right." He takes the last 2 steps up the ladder, uncouples the ladder, and sends you both flying down towards the ground. Max, what are you doing with that blood?
I'm going to do the thing that I've always wanted to do, and that I think I have quite a reputation for. I'm going to stab Swift.
What?
You're gonna stab Swift Taylor with your miracle tonic?
Yes.
All right. I want you to. You're
What?
going to roll. You're going to roll skirmish with a penalty die because she's sitting behind you in the duck. She's watching you rummage around for a sharp thing, turn around to stab her.
Oh, well, if she's just sitting behind me, I'm assuming we're straddling the back of this thing.
Yes.
Okay, so her leg must be near mine.
This duck is absolutely huge. I would not assume that.
Is she doing the splits? Is that how big this duck is?
We're not going to get into the kid. For all I know, there's like a giant school bus seat mounted on the back of it. We're not going to worry about cartoon logic here.
Are we talking about like Falcor from the Neverending Story sized duck? Are we talking more like a griffin sized duck? What are we talking?
It is Neverending Story sized duck. But also, Swift Taylor is not voluntarily sit within arm's reach of you because you stabbed her neck place once. So you will have a penalty die because you have to actually get in melee with her while you're piloting this duck. You're presumably by the neck. She's somewhere on the back.
You know it comes after those 2 things, right? My neck. No, okay. I'm gonna see myself out. It's been a pleasure doing the podcast with you all, but that's a wrap on Winston. See you later.
Bye, Winston! Okay, so I actually got a pair of 3s on that.
All right, so the pair of 3s. Are you like approaching her with it? Are you throwing it? What is your method here?
No, it's already in syringe form. I just figured I'd just poke her leg with it.
Yeah, so you reach for it, like, "What the fuck are you doing, old man?" She slides out of the way. You're gonna stab Mother Ducker in the back with your miracle serum.
As was intended. Silence after that.
It is probably too much trouble to go back to the episode where Dijonay specifically said to Winston, "I'm gonna flashback. So, I need you to know, Doctor, that formula will probably only work for Max."
Okay, so D, in the event that someone else happens to take it, I mean, is this something we can weaponize? Is this something that is going to cause a large swath of undead or vampires to evolve and spread across this nation if we were to stab someone? What will happen if it's someone else other than Max takes this?
One of two things will happen. Either they'll go catastrophic heart failure, or they'll explode. I'm not sure which one. Jim,
Okay.
roll 1d6 for raw luck. If you roll 3 or lower, the duck's going to explode. And if you roll 4 or higher, the duck dies of catastrophic heart failure.
Okay, I'm not sure which one we're hoping for here. It's a 3.
3. So basically, Swift Taylor goes, "What the fuck did you..." But you hear like a gurgling sound as Mother Ducker explodes, like you microwaved a frog. Max, you and Swift Taylor are both going to take a level 1 harm for shell shock. And now you are also hurtling from 200 feet up toward the ground.
Fantastic. I was hoping it would blow us each in separate ways. Hopefully Swift can go more towards Winston's route, and I would go more towards Stirling's.
I will let you pick a direction you want to go towards. Swift Taylor is not written on this plan, and it's just going in a random direction.
Oh, well, that's not very sporting. Fine. I will go towards Stirling.
Okay, you're going towards Stirling. Swift Taylor fumbles around in her hammer space, like, I got a gun for this. Oh, here we go. She pulls up, looks like a hairdryer with a spear on the end. It's a grappling gun. She fires it into a random cliff face and slows her ascent so she doesn't die. We're gonna jump to Winston. Winston, what do you do not to die from this fall? It started mere moments before Max's.
I would like to go into my headspace as my life begins flashing before my eyes as I am now falling and plummeting towards my death. And I want to try to find in a moment in my life where I could have learned a way out of this. I think I'm flashing back to where I first left my classes with Penny. I imagine us sort of sitting down on a rug somewhere, like a really hideous rug, like in an office space. And he's trying to get me to meditate and be calm and empty my mind. And my ADHD rattled brain is unable to concentrate and focus. And it's Penny, what on earth are we doing here? Are we taking naps? I mean, I understand the motions, I understand the metrics, I understand the reasoning, and I understand the science behind the things that we're doing here. What are you trying to accomplish with this childish exercise?
What I've been trying to teach you, Winston, is if you want to truly be one with the spirit field, not just tap into it, but become one with the spirit field itself in a way that people can only dream of or can only do when they die. You need to be able to completely clear your mind, find total clarity, and become perfectly in sync with the spirit field. Then and only then can the law of conservation of massive energy come into play.
And what does the law of conservation and massive energy have to do with me passing my exams? You know I'm clear to pass my boards. You know I can go back to work. You know I can get back to paradise and handle some unresolved business. And the longer I sit here with you and try to settle myself, the further Nathan gets ahead in paradise.
Let me ask you this, Winston. Do you want to be a good spectrologist or a great spectrologist?
Are you asking me if I think I'm a good spectrologist or a great spectrologist?
No, I'm asking you what you want to be. I know what you are.
Good, so you've answered your own question.
Are you going to stay and finish the lesson? I can't stop you from going to take your test. It's right down the hall if you want to take it. But I'm going to insist that you could do better.
Penny, you said it yourself that I'm the most talented student that you.
And no other student has mastered this technique.
I can't do any better than I'm already. I don't need to master anything, Penny. I need I need to prove myself. I need to take care of the people. I need to take care of myself, Penny. And I can't do it sitting on the floor of your office, humming and hemming and hawing and pretending that I'm getting something accomplished. I like you, Penny. I like spending time with you. I like learning from you. But this isn't learning. This is a waste of my time, and this is a waste of my talents. I'm out of here. And I peace out.
And as you get up and you go to leave, he grabs you by the arm and says, Winston, I want you to know something. Even though you're walking out that door now, it's not closing behind you. I'm always here when you need me, and my door is always open to you. And if you want to leave, I won't stop you, and he lets you go.
And I start reaching around in my pockets for looking for any type of item. And I find nothing, and I continue falling.
Nothing functionally happened to benefit you during that flashback, so no stress. But I think you do probably remember that lesson, and does that mean something to you now in this moment?
It does. It means I know where I need to go next. And I'll pass my turn taking no.
May I just do a quick voiceover while Winston is falling?
Sure.
All right, Winston. Now that we've turned this car around and we're about to face this giant kaiju monster coming at us, do you have this memory when we faced off? Stirling punched it, and am I getting through to you? When I told you to focus all of your power
I'm trying to. I've been able to do great things before. I've been able to do great things before.
Yeah. You're having this strange memory flashback type thing, and Max is happy taking however many stress and able to help him with this feature.
So it's just like the Death Claw. Just focus, tap into yourself, and shut everything else out.
The Earth is a giant death claw. The Earth is a giant death claw. The Earth... Oh, I shouldn't say that because the voice will say, oh yes, the Earth is a giant death claw.
Too late.
Don't do it, Paul.
I am going to defer for another minute, just for pure...
So Max, while you are hurtling towards Stirling's bus at somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 miles an hour at a forward but downward incline, you realize two things. First of all, you see Winston cut off the helicopter, and you see Hines, who seems very unconcerned about the fact he's falling, reach out his hands as his hat opens up and a helicopter blade pops out, and he just starts flying. And then you also realize you're going to fall about 50 yards short of where that bus's trajectory is, because it's going much faster than you had a big head start. You also realize that you currently have nothing to break your fall. That I know of, anyway.
Of course not. So, you know I wear this coat for a reason. Usually just to keep rats in, but, let's see if I can pull my feet into the lining here. Suddenly, do I get a squirrel suit?
Roll Tinker. I'll give you a bonus die because it's hilarious.
It's a full-ass Super Mario World cape.
To have secretly had your rat pelt be a flying squirrel pelt this whole time.
Roll Tinker with a bonus. That would be a 4.
Alright, with a 4, you feel like this burst as like the wind catches, and you're like, yes, it's gonna work! And then it starts fluttering, not as well as I thought! And you start plummeting, and then you like fidget with it, and eventually you kind of like do that thing Mario does in Super Mario World, where he uses the cape to repeatedly slow his ascent, as opposed to actually flying or gliding. And what I'll give you is, instead of dying on impact, you're going to take a level 1 harm of whiplash.
Bludgeoning?
However you want to describe, crashed, but at a livable speed.
Coming face to face with a giant death claw from...
Actually, no, I know what to call it, actually. You're going to have to take a level 1 harm for hit by a planet.
Hit by a planet. That's not the first time. I feel like a pot of petunias. Oh no, not again. Anyway,
And as you eat a mouthful of dirt, you can see the bus go hurtling into the water. Stirling, you wake up, as you always do, in your family home. You can faintly smell pancakes and register the sound of your mother calling you down to breakfast. It's time to put on your suit and get ready for work.
Okay, I gotta comb my hair first and then go have breakfast.
Yes, and your suit has a beautiful set of well-ironed sleeves.
Feels right.
Meaning that there's iron fashioned in the sleeves to keep them straight.
The clothing's actually lined with lead if you can protect him from Stirling from the X-rays. Definitely not going to give you any cancer at all. Anyway, you get downstairs, and both of your parents are sitting at the dining table with a massive spread of eggs, bacon, sausage, fruit, and pancakes. Your mother, Rhonda, is dressed in a red and white 1950s-style sundress and apron, and pressed against her absolutely ripped muscles, with her hair in an updo that matches the period of her ensemble. Comically large pearl earrings the size of marbles, and a necklace of comparably sized red beads. She's fussing at the food to put together a plate for you like you're a child who can't plate their own food. You better eat up, Stirling, she says as she shoves this plate into your seat.
Thank you. I sit down and enjoy a wonderful breakfast.
Yes.
There's a creaking noise behind you as Max is trying to sneak out the back door.
Wait, what?
Actually, Max is definitely not in this one, actually. This is not flashback. Your ability to insert yourself beyond the fourth wall does not limit itself to wherever Stirling is.
Darn it! I wanted to put doubt in Stirling's mind that I may be their father.
Stirling's father, Hunter, is reading the paper. His boxy, muscular frame is practically exploding out of the three-piece suit he's wearing.
Quote-unquote father. Got you. Okay.
Yep. With long, messy hair tied back as neatly as he can manage in a ponytail.
I think I'm remembering this correctly, that one of Max's fun facts was that he had no biological children.
That is correct.
I might be a clone, I guess.
No, the clones come later. Oh, did I say that loud? Anyway. Yeah, you better eat up. You're practically skin and bone. You need more protein if you want to be as ripped as us. And Hunter pushes his paper aside and shoves an overly generous helping of more breakfast protein onto your plate.
Do I have some, protein-enriched maple syrup?
Yes, there's also just, instead of a glass of milk, you have a milk flavor, you have a protein shake, which has technically got milk in it. Yeah, and you know your dad's secret recipe for protein shake is you add milk, and then some protein. And then you add...
Shake. You shake it.
No, not yet. Then you add, then you're gonna add your ice and your fruit, and then some more protein. Then you top with some more milk, you're gonna blend, and then you're gonna add some more protein. And then you can drink it.
You shake it up in a weighted blender with your bare hands.
There, that's my offspring, because I don't know a reference for a gender-neutral phrase for that's my boy/girl.
Child.
Child, that's my child. That sounds diminutive.
Chip off the old block.
There we go. Chip off the old block. Both blocks. And Stirling and their parents just flex really big for the audience that's not there.
Studio audience is like, ah!
Yeah, actually, weirdly, Stirling's Dream State has a live studio audience that Stirling is only 1% aware of. Stirling, you and your father embark together to the stairs, where you make your arduous descent to the Clouds District of Paradise. Stirling, I know I tell you this on a daily basis, your father says during the uncomfortably long climb. I am proud of you and the person you've become. You're a real company person. And I just know Procter & Gamble are going to reward our hard work and dedication someday. I mean, they even threw us that pizza party last year.
Couldn't have got here without you.
I'm so proud of you. And you eventually reach the top, where Jeff is doing customs check. Hey now, do you have a permit to be transporting these toys between districts? He's asking this random person. It's clear they do not. Jeff takes the crate, which is overflowing with vintage Beanie Babies, and says, I'll have to confiscate this contraband. Let me see what the boss wants me to do. He pulls out a radio and informs his supervisor of the situation. Stirling, as an office employee of the Customs Department, you have the same supervisor. You hear Grace say, just dump those worthless dolls in the incinerator, Jeff. Jeff says, yes, ma'am, and walks off with a box of Beanie Babies to burn in a crisp in the volcano, waving you and your father along to the customs office.
No!
She's so good at her job, that Grace.
Oh yeah, she's a hard worker. She's definitely, and she didn't take out shortcuts at anything. Your father says, she earned her station here. She, bottom up. She was a self-made millionaire. She just had a $500,000 loan from her parents.
Wow. What an example of what you can really do if you work hard.
Exactly. What an inspiration. Anyway, you go into the office, where you do hours of boring and soul-crushing paperwork, mostly denying people visas to enter upper districts for the next 10 hours, before going home with your dad, having a delicious home-cooked meal with your mother.
What a satisfying day.
Yeah, and you go to bed, and the next day, basically the same thing. But we're going to cut back to reality while that's going on.
Doc, why is your office full of sausage?
Oh, greetings and salutations, Stirling. Stirling, I've discovered the secret to beating the famous family at their own game. De Bruno's Italian Market.
And they're a sausage company?
Oh, they're that and so much more. They have cured meats, cheeses, crackers, and anything else you might want to put together a posh charcuterie party. Not only am I distributing all of that here in Paradise, but our listeners can order all that from the affiliate link in our show notes.
That's great, Doc. These will make great gifts for our friends, family, and coworkers, too.
Darn tootin', Stirling. We flood the market with De Bruno's high-quality Italian meats, and then we bankrupt the famous family. With De Bruno's Italian meats, this truly is paradise.
The year is 2235, and humanity is at war. The pilots of the Foundation are all we have left. And the Gorgons are coming. Meet the pilots of the 92nd Cadre, Artemis,
I'm not used to inspiring people.
Cass,
Yes, sir.
and Eurydice,
If you ever start being not full of life, come to me.
part of humanity's vanguard, led by their handlers Colonel Mira Voss
Things happen that are out of our control.
and Major Hannah Atali.
Cleaning up messes is what we're good at.
Together, they will face what's coming.
I don't understand.
I never like being alone.
It's all based in lies. I don't have time for dogs.
You asked me who I was. Can you tell me who you are?
Or die.
Eurydice, take the shot.
You got it.
Zero Angels is a new actual play podcast by Bad Rep Productions using the Girl Frame system, coming to the Bard Rock Network July 2026. Follow us at zeroangels.bardrockcafe.com on Blue Sky or visit zeroangels.com for more information.
Grace, what do? You have control of Stirling as this bus is about to hurtle into the lake.
How much of an emotional investment in this bus do I have? I'm guessing none, but I could be wrong about that, Paul. Like, could I leave the bus?
It's complicated. So, Nathan has given you this second lot in life and given you a lot of power as a particularly strong poltergeist. You're probably doing Nathan a solid if you don't crash it into a lake. But you can also telepathically control the bus because you have a spiritual link to it. You could just steer it away from the lake with, like, a twist of your wrist.
That was my next thing, was trying to manipulate the bus to avoid the lake.
Yep, so the bus skirts to the side, it parks gently to the lakeside, and comes to a complete stop.
Could I start circling back to reunite with my good friends?
Okay, so you drive the bus up, and you roll up to Max, who is waist deep in dirt. I should say waist deep, but not by the conventional sense. His top half is buried, his legs are poking out.
Oh, he's Winnie the Pooh in it.
Yes.
Maxie the Pooh, Maxie the Pooh.
Skinny little ninny all stuffed with rats.
Max, do you want to have used this time to pull yourself out of the dirt at all?
Oh no, I think I'm comfortable here. This is where I belong.
Okay.
I was unable to turn a giant kaiju duck into anything except chunks of wet meat, and I I intended to try to make the NPC a more powerful version that might be able to fly and help out. Instead, I'm literally taking a dirt nap right now. I'm all stressed out and my arms are to the point where I don't care to move. I'm just very disappointed in myself.
Grace, what do you do when you approach Max, who's in ostrich position?
I haul my good pal out of this position that he's found himself in.
You just do it. You pluck him out like Super Mario Brothers 2, where they pluck the turnips out of the ground.
Exactly.
Ooh, deep cut.
No, the deep cut would have been calling it Toki Toki Panic.
Well done.
My back hurts now.
Yeah, you have freed Max from his dirt prison / comfortable dirt place.
Stirling?
Are you okay?
I was trying to help you. I'm not very good at that today. I apologize. Did you die? Did I die? Are we both dead? Like when we crashed the Zeppelin?
No, I didn't die. I'm right here with you. We're great. You did your best.
That's what a dead person would say, trying to make me feel better about things. Wait a second. Do you mind if I approach?
I am a little wary of when you say things like that, Max.
There's just something in your eye.
I above game am going to ask that if Max wants to be suspicious of Grace to roll survey.
Yes, I'm going to be a little suspicious. Stirling doesn't normally talk to me like this.
What?
You don't?
I'm just tired from vanquishing my foe. I kicked Grace out of the bus. Now we can take this bus and go get Winston.
Oh, really? And, I rolled a 3, just so you know.
Should I roll something?
A 3 is technically just a failure, but if you want to, I will give Grace a bonus die because all Max has is a twinkle in your eye. So, if you want to roll your choice of sway or consort.
I don't have stats for Grace. I just have...
No, just use showing stats. I'm going to give you a bonus die because Grace is very manipulative, so this would actually be her strong suit.
So, 1 die?
Yeah, your bonus die pushes you to 1, yes.
You're speaking too properly and you called me friend, so...
I rolled 3.
You guys have a tie, so I think right now it's like Max is suspicious, but like isn't sure with a tie. And as you two are kind of like bickering like an old married couple about this, we're gonna cut back to Winston.
I'm still thinking about what Max had said to me the time that I...
Winston, get down here! We have a problem! Let's talk about it!
Winston, get down!
Hurry up!
I think you flash back again to J.C. Penney saying, Winston, if you ever find yourself falling from a great distance, remember this one thing. A wise man once said the secret to flying is to fall and miss the ground.
Penny, that's a Douglas Adams quote. I've read Hitchhikers.
He was a great man, and he said it, did he not?
He was a great man. I don't disagree with you. Listen, the entire reason I came here is twofold. I wanted to apologize to you for the way that I spoke to you in front of everyone. You didn't deserve for me to yell at you when you were just trying to help. I was brash, and I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry.
But were you scrappy?
This is what, the night before the race, right?
Correct.
It's fine, Winston. I understand. It's been hard, and I know a lot has been going on. I'm sorry too. And there's a lot I want to tell you. But
well, just tell me one thing.
What's that?
Explain the conservation of mass and energy to me.
Alright, so generally the principle speaking is energy and mass cannot be created or destroyed, but they can be converted with a energy exchange. Sometimes there's a byproduct of that released as usually heat. But we can basically apply this principle in spectrology to You can basically using spirit energy, convert mass into a spectral form, is what I've been trying to teach you, or vice versa. That's how a spirit can tangibly interact with physical things, even though it's an intangible creature. It can make itself partially tangible by giving itself mass. Theoretically, a spectrologist can do the same thing in reverse and give mass a spectral form. You told me like Nathan did this thing where he took you all into the spirit field. Yeah,
yes,
so he's like a machine to do it.
We went from playing cards to all of a sudden he pushed a button on something and his eyes started glowing, and next thing I know, we're actually in the spirit field. I mean, Stirling became a dinosaur.
Right, so I started teaching Nathan that same technique. He never got it, but I think he built a machine to help him cheat at it, basically.
Sounds like
I think he actually turned you all into a spirit form so you could enter the spirit field. I have a similar machine that I've been working on outside of the Amish country here. I was going to show you after the race, actually.
Yeah, but how did you do it? I saw you do it when we were in the ballroom.
Oh, no, that was me just fucking with the electricity. I wasn't... No, that's different. Because everything runs on spirit energy in this world, and the famous family and Lantern Corps like to pretend that no one knows that, I just basically manipulated all the spirit energy in their engine and shook the car real good. But no, I can, actually, and... give me a second here. And he's you're going to step back like 10 feet or so.
Okay, I step aside.
And what the audience sees is the camera pans on Winston. There's just a bright flash of light, and we don't actually see what happens to JCPenney. And then we flash forward to Winston in this moment.
So the reason that I've been building towards all of this is I have a playbook move that I have earned through all of my failures in my role-playing and whatnot. And from our good friends at Evil Hats, thank you again for choosing us for the creator program. Kiss up, kiss up.
The true Dark Lords.
No. The Dark Lords are me, you, and Jim, Max / Justin.
Help.
We got to be part of the playtest for Blade 68, which is the Blades in the Dark setting set 60 years in the future. It's the swinging 60s in Drosk Cabal. And there is a playbook called The Paranormalist from there, and I am taking a move called Echo Projection. So I can pay 2 stress to become a radiant being of crackling energy. While in this mode, I ignore all harm penalties. Level 4 harm is still lethal. And I can push myself to shoot arcs of electroplasmic lighting, and my physical attacks gain potency. The projection drops at the end of the scene. And when I drop the projection, I take the level 2 harm drained, and the GM will take a clock of their choice. So, I think about my last conversation with Penny and what he showed me, and I think about the meditation that I turned my back on, and I think about the focus and the confidence and the reliance on self that Max taught me. And I think about the reliance on others that I learned from Stirling and I learned from Lizzie, and I think about the heart that I've developed and the growth that I've had as a person since I've been part of this crew. And I try to just shut out the sound of the rushing air. I try to tune out everything and just let it all go white. And I use echo projection to attempt to shift my form into the spirit field.
So I think what happens is you're falling, and you initially have that moment, oh shit, I need to do this now, and no, I need to stop thinking that. Because if I keep thinking, I'm not going to do it. And you're falling, you have maybe 5 feet left, and suddenly, bam, a big flash of light. And you feel your body literally dissolve as every atom in your body changes into an energy form. It's not quite as ghostly and spectral as... Max had a refined form. You have just used raw brute force and your control of spectrology to make yourself into a ball of energy that has a humanoid shape.
It's like crackling white energy, just sort of almost like the crappy Superman. There's white noise, and there's static, and there's tendrils arcing off, and bits and pieces of me are disappearing as it goes. I look almost like the snow on a television screen.
Avert your eyes, Stirling. He's splattered all over the place in a fiery ball of crackling. What the...
Winston, you fly down to where your friends are. Max, can I just borrow your character for a second?
Sure, go ahead.
So I think at this moment you realize, oh shit, like when I stabbed that syringe in and it kind of snapped off in the duck, you realize you kind of cut your hand open and some of the serum that was meant for you kind of got in the cut. And because it's not a full dose, it took you like a second, you're gonna get half the benefits of your serum.
Ooh.
So you may clear, how many harms do you have marked?
4 harms.
You may choose 2 of your harms and remove them.
Ooh,
You may also
nice.
remove roughly half of your stress. I will let you round to your benefit.
Oh. Nice.
Joseph Dunman does have control, but we did discuss because this is made with... Jim, do you remember if you used Pickle Brothers or Elizabeth Banks's blood?
It was, oh god.
It was Tommy.
Yeah, it was Pickle's blood.
Yeah, it's Pickle's blood. So we had agreed, depending on whether it was blood vampire, emotional vampire blood, how you were going to react. So just bear in mind that's going to impact Joseph's reaction. But yeah, you have access to Joseph's memories and abilities, including the ability to turn into a ghost.
Fantastic. Oh dear. Oh. Where are we? You know where we are. No, I seriously, I fell through the sky, and there was a duck, and you need to hush, Max. Joseph, don't talk to me like that. We're in public.
What's going on? How am I alive? Where, Stirling, how did you get out of the bus?
I finally killed Grace.
Max, are you talking to yourself?
I believe, Thoreau has asked you a question, Stirling.
Max, I will let you re-roll your survey now that Joseph's in control. I'll give you a bonus die, or at least take away the penalty I gave you before.
I'd like to point out that Stirling has been more gentle with Max when he's had a near-death experience, or a death experience.
That is, I think that's true, but I do think like there probably is a difference in body language. I'm okay with Max having rolled 4, and with the 3, it was like, eh.
Fair.
I will say that I didn't roll a 3 this time. I rolled a 4.
4 is a mixed success. Winston, would you like to seeing Joseph kind of like giving Stirling a weird look? I'll let you roll a tune. I'll give you a bonus die because you're a ghost.
Ooh. Shut up, Max. Oh my god, you're such a vapid person. How do you go through life like this?
That's a 5. This is my highest.
You detect Stirling has... I mean, Stirling normally has like 1.5 souls because of the whole dinosaur thing. You detect 2.5 souls. And one of those souls is... You know, like Stirling's got like a dinosaur? One of these souls is the souls of 3 dinosaurs?
Wait a minute, did you just say 3 dinosaurs?
Yes, Stirling basically has 2 human souls.
And 4
3
dinosaur
tyrannosaur...
souls?
Yes, and 4 dinosaur souls.
And the power of every dinosaur.
Yes.
You'll get better and you won't be so sore in a minute.
My body's just continuing to crackle with energy as I kind of take a step forward, and I'm going to put my hand on Stirling's shoulder, and I'm going to say, Grace, you get the hell out of my friend's body, or I'm going to rip you out through their nostrils.
I throw him back.
Do a couple things. I want Grace to roll skirmish to try and throw Winston away before Winston can make solid contact.
Am I rolling with Stirling's stats?
Yes, just you roll, yeah, that's why I'm using the thing Stirling's good at, but you're doing your telekinesis or whatever.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
Mind bullets!
That's a 6.
Yeah, with a 6, Winston, you reach, right before your hand can find purchase, you feel this like sudden, powerful psychic force that just kind of shoves you back. You don't really have solid form, so you don't like go ricochet. You kind of like moon slide back, like in an anime where like someone gets hit, but they hold their position, so like your feet just kind of create burn marks across the ground.
Oh,
That was really cool.
Yeah.
some might even say it's amazing.
Damn right it is.
You know, this is the thing I don't understand about you, Grace. You already tried to ruin Stirling's life twice. What is it that they did to you that you feel the need to keep coming back?
I haven't ruined her life twice. I'm doing it once very thoroughly. Can I blast him again?
Before you do, Max, what are you doing as you're watching your two friends have the psychic battle?
Oh, I'm watching this with rapt attention. This is fascinating.
I'm sorry, I asked the question incorrectly. Joseph, what are you doing while your two friends are having this battle?
Thank you, disembodied voice. I was waiting for that.
Max, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to your mother.
Actually, Father. I feel like Joseph knows who he's talking to.
Oh, yeah. Would you say that Stirling/Grace is a little distracted talking to Winston?
Talking to Winston, not so much. The fact that they're having a psychic battle between their two very powerful ghost powers, yes. Stirling/Grace does get to make a survey roll if you're trying to be sneaky. I'll give them a penalty die, though.
Sure. I'm not really even trying to be sneaky about it. I go into my own ghost form and in a non-invasive, non-sexual way, I jump into the body.
Tell you what, just roll Prowl to see if you can catch Grace off guard.
Sure. Pretty good at Prowl.
Grace, if you like, you may roll a survey against this.
Yes, that's me.
Grace died 30 years ago. Is Rusty still in the Navy?
I've got nothing.
Yeah. I'm going to say your nothing in survey is fine here because Grace is distracted by trying to cyclically ward off Winston.
Oh, actually, I did add 1 pip, apparently, but I didn't notice that until after I rolled, and my lowest roll was a 5, so...
Okay. Yeah, so you see Max coming, and I'm going to give Grace a devil's bargain here. You can either continue holding back Winston, or stop Max.
Because I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Yeah, so with your 5, you get the devil's bargain of you cannot hold both of your friends off. Friends, air quotes.
We just want to hug you. Tightly.
Gonna stop Max.
Alright, so you shift your telekinesis away from Max, and you hold him back. You start sliding him back. He also does the same thing, but, he doesn't leave scorch marks. He just kind of, phases through the ground. And you're like, oh shit, Winston, right. And Winston comes in and clotheslines you or whatever. And Winston's body just electrically fuses with yours. And while you are being stunned, Max also jumps into your body. And so we're going to jump back into Stirling's mind palace.
What?
You're all inside of Stirling's mind now.
So Max can now sneak out with the bacon in the morning?
Yes, now Max can do that. But let me set up what Stirling's been going through first. Sterling, you've relived this loop over and over again. You have breakfast with your parents, you commute to work, do soul-crushing paperwork, commute home, have dinner, go to sleep. Not actually a time loop, because there is variance. It's just how corporate work culture works, right? And then 6 days into the loop is when Max and Winston are going to enter. Basically what happens is, at the start of this conversation, Grace approaches you at your desk. Acrid, you've been slacking. Found some typos in these reports you sent me.
I'll do better.
Anyway,
can you show me the errors?
I'm sure you will. Just stop. You wait when I talk, you listen. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, I want to talk to you about your brash demeanor. I've gotten complaints from other employees you aren't saying hello to them in the morning. That's rude and it will not be tolerated.
Understood.
I think in the corner of your eye, you see, as you're saying understood, you see like some sort of you have this feeling of deja vu, and for just a second, you see a Beanie Baby sitting on the shelf above, there's shelves along the walls. You see Steggy the Stegosaurus sitting on a cubicle shelf on the cubicle across from yours. And you blink and it's gone.
I think about all the beanies that she's destroyed over the years. It feels like it might be a good time to punch her.
Roll skirmish.
It's been days of this.
Yeah, it's been an entire week.
There's only so much Stirling could take. They're trying to be a diligent and good employee, and they're really doing their best, and she just won't let up. And that's a 4.
With a 4, you sucker punch her. She reaches for something to clobber you with. She clobbers you in the face with. She's like, oh, that's wrong. She hits you with Steggy the Stegosaurus, which goes whomp and squeaks and bounces on your desk. Well, that was not the best thing I could hit you with. Sterling, the Stegosaurus is calling to you. Like, you just have this strong urge, like you belong with this Stegosaurus.
I grab it.
There's a brief shimmer of Max standing there in a formal tuxedo, holding up a hanger that has a sleeveless outfit that Stirling loves to wear.
Winston goes full Force Ghost, and like Obi-Wan Kenobi is just sort of saying, Stirling, you spend all of your time taking care of everyone else around you. For once, god damn it, take care of yourself. Stand up to her.
Joseph, however, walks up behind Grace and just shanks Grace in the back.
Joseph does try doing that, but there is a psychic barrier on this section of the Mind Palace. You have not got pierced through it yet. Nathan's was just like a big room, but Grace is actually much more powerful spirit than Nathan's Soul Sliver was, for reasons you're going to find out if you haven't intuited them already. So this is like a very solid barrier, so you go to do it, but like, you're technically intangible inside of the section of the Mind Palace to Grace. You just kind of pass through her.
That didn't work.
She like looks at you like, oh, that's cute. But as she's doing that, Stirling, what is your response to all these visualizations of your friends calling out to you, trying to rally you to strength, presenting you with your old clothes and your little Beanie Baby friend?
Can I tear off my suit and my preferred clothes are underneath?
Yes, you do this anime thing where you just grab your shirt by the collar and you rip it off, and somehow it's been transposed onto the hanger Max is holding, and you're wearing your regular outfit again. and as you do that, you realize you're holding this Beanie Baby, and it's charged with this power, and you have regained lucidity in this, and you watch the Mind Palace shatter like it's made of glass. And now you're in a Mind Palace much more similar to Nathan, just this big, empty room full of, purple vapor. And Grace's like, oh, you're going to wish you hadn't done that, Stirling. And her eyes turn red. And you two are going to wish you had stayed out of this. And Grace charges up with spirit energy as you all watch as she turns into this horrific fusion of 3 fucking Deathclaws from Fallout. As Nathan infused her with the ghosts of these 3 creatures to make her a super powerful poltergeist. And she takes on her ultimate spectral form, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Deathclaw.
I knew you were gonna do that. Oh my god. That's amazing.
I gotta evolve too. I gotta be Stegosaurus, Stirling.
And Stirling does turn into their kaiju form, which, while very impressive, is not 3 Deathclaws big.
It's about how you move.
And we're about to have a rumble in the Mind Palace.
Malice in the Mind Palace.
Malice in the Mind Palace. And you think that's where we end the episode. No, we're going to cut away, actually. The monster truck is parked next to the school bus. And the masked nun climbs down out of the monster truck and vaguely disregards Hines, who has gotten into the bus and driven it back onto the racetrack. Oh dear, I knew something bad like this was going to happen. And Greta takes off her mask. You might remember when Greta first appeared, she did say she used to be a nun. Oh, there's a powerful spirit. I need to do what I can do to help my friends. She pulls out. Jim, what is the holy symbol of the Church of Jesusaurus Rex?
It is a foam finger that is attached to the end of a rosary, but each of the beads are a little tire the size of a Lego wheel.
Perfect. So she pulls out her holy symbol, and she says, "The power of Jesusaurus Rex compels you!" And she points and just dabs on Stirling's forehead with the big foam finger. And she prays for Jesusaurus Rex to help you all exorcise the poltergeist that is inside of Stirling. Stirling, conveniently, you are a dinosaur, as Jesusaurus Rex is a dinosaur god. You feel a surge of holy power as you grow bigger in size, not to your Stegosaurus form. Remember when you said you have the power of every dinosaur?
Yeah.
You take on the form of the ultimate alpha dinosaur, Jesusaurus Rex. For a second, you look at a monster truck before you just become the world's most not tiny-armed T-Rex. As you are now the avatar of Jesusaurus Rex.
Stirling, are you a god?
Choppa choppa. I am now. I'm unstoppable.
Oh, you think that, Stirling? You might think you're a god now. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you.
Blades in Paradise is Paul Kinter as Master of Ceremonies, Justin Langston as Maximilian Graves, Emil Riley as Stirling Ackred, and myself, Jim Remus, as Dr. Winston Thoreau. Dommy is our editor, and Allison is our producer. You can directly support this show at patreon.com/bardrockcafe. Starting at just $3 a month, we've just updated our Patreon rewards, so now is a perfect time to subscribe. Subscribers can join us on Discord, can come play games with us, and receive access to ad-free episodes and an ever-growing library of bonus content. You can support the podcast for free by sharing us on social media, by word of mouth, or by rating and subscribing on your favorite podcatcher. Lastly, you support us just by listening. Thank you for listening, dear friend.
Just to recap, the first thing we did in this episode was climb stairs and steal give Werther's originals to a nasty little boy.
That's the first thing this episode. That was the series.
He wasn't. He was nice. He was just doing his job.
And now you're a giant robot dinosaur god, and I'm made of electricity, and Max has two people inside of him, and
Okay, so for recap, the population of Stirling's brain right now is Stirling, Grace, 3 Deathclaws from Fallout, a Stegosaurus, that's 7, a Tyrannosaurus Rex monster truck god, 8, Winston.
4 Carl Winslows.
Oh, did you bring them in here too?
Well, they're on my person, so I assume they came with me.
Okay, yeah, sure. They're in their bottles somehow. Like you inside here, you have your physical form, sort of like you want electricity. You have the powers of electricity. You can also like interact with your inventory, or whatever. That's neither here nor there. Right now, not including the ghost on Winston's belt, which are technically containers right now. Also, 2 Maxes, Max and Joseph. So I count 11 souls.
Yeah, the maximum number of maxes.
Everybody put your keys in the bowl.
Yeah, it's 11, assuming Winston doesn't unbottle the 4 Reginald VelJohnses, Ames, or Nathan. Then we get up to 17 souls. Hello, and welcome back to Blazing... Thanks, Jim.
Sorry. I tried to stop. Tried to stop myself.
Said 39. We're gonna get there.
Don't stop me now. Riley, be sure to put this all in the stinger at the end. Don't stop me now. Actually, you guys should stop, because I'm going to start now. Hello,